What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Smooth Baby, my last Smooth Baby. We just groovy, baby. Today we are back with some GTA content. There are some new details that individuals have found. And shoot, it's a video on YouTube. You probably already seen this video. We're gonna react to it. I'm also gonna give my commentary and advice of how you can monetize off of these things. And some of them probably not, but let's check this out.
This year is finally the year we will see Grand Theft Auto 6, and yet they are still barely trickling media out about it. I'm sure that's going to change soon, but in the meantime, we are giving what...
Yo, these graphics look insane. Like I said, the original video will be down in the description, but holy cow, bro,
But we've gotten the kind of scrutiny only a truly dedicated fan base could give it. Hi folks, it's Falcon, and today on Game Ranks, 66 new details players have found in GTA 6. Starting off with number 66, on Reddit, Worried Sheepherder found this interesting little Easter egg involving Tommy Vercetti, the original Vice City protagonist. There's a lizard on the wall when this guy gets slapped, and he's wearing the same shirt.
like,
Liotta.
like, how do you catch that? Anyways, let's continue.
Looking down from wherever he is at himself being represented by a lizard. And number 65, people noticed that between 2023 and 2026, the Grand Theft Auto logo has changed a little bit. On the 6, in the original logo, the VI, the outline was originally Sunburst, which is then outlined by purple. The purple outline still there, but the Sunburst outline changed to white, and it does stick out better. I think it was the right choice. And number 64, apparently there's a 20% off coupon at Target for students and teachers, including pre-orders. It's valid for any game. You select either student or teacher. You do have to verify that you are a student or a teacher in the Target app. I am neither a student nor a teacher, so I have not done it, but it doesn't seem to be difficult from what I've seen, and it applies a 20% discount. There's also a 5% discount that you get if you hold a red card with Target, which can bring the standard price of the game down to $60, which is a lot better than $80. I think it might actually bring the Ultimate Edition down to $75 though. And number 6.
I did not know that. I mean, I'm not a student, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, yes, you and Natasha. Nah, I'm stop. But I do know somebody who's in school, bro, and then I'll be playing the game, but I already got the Ultimate Edition. It is what it is.
It is what it is. In the background of this here garage, there are photos of classic cars. Reddit user Recession Formal identified a few of them. There's 6 in frame. He wasn't able to figure out one of them, but they're definitely there. And number 62, this video showed up on the Grand Theft Auto 6 website, was mined out of the code. I think it was used for the background of something, like a couple of these videos are. And it just shows the main characters leaned up against the car, sort of entwined. I will note, not the safest way to hold a revolver. And number 61, YouTube TV apparently has some artwork that you can't find anywhere else of Jason and Lucia on a pastel purple Vice City background. It is one of the least busy pieces of Grand Theft Auto artwork I think I've ever seen. There's only 2 people in it, and they are on a big, wide, panoramic view of the city. Honestly, it's pretty cool. And number 60, a number of people scoffed when I said everyone is going to buy it regardless of price. They said, no, the gamers aren't going for it, and I am not endorsing the price, the exact opposite, but yeah, it's selling really good. You know why? Because it's Grand Theft Auto. It is going to be amazing. I am personally really excited to play this game. I am a big fan of Grand Theft Auto, and I am entirely capable of being that while recognizing the problems with the pricing model. It's not how good the game is going to be we should be fighting against. And number 59, someone compared GTA 6 next to Forza Horizon 6, which Forza Horizon 6 is a very pretty game, but the user that made the post, Ahmed SH115, is pointing out how much real 3D geometry there is in these cars, and
bruh, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, the graphics of these cars, bro, like the amount of content and the amount, like, the revenue that's gonna be for people who just make videos about car customization and cars in general. All I'm saying, bro, is like, this game is gonna have so much, and what you need to realize is that they're coming out with like specific customizations to where like we've never seen before. It's just like, there's gonna be, let's say there's a gamer called Scudder, example, right? Scudder's gonna have a way in which he designs his car so specifically that people are gonna be interested in it, to the point where like the way he does his cars, people are gonna be like, dude, like, I customize my car like Scudder. And like, that can be content. That could be a niche you go into, to whereas like if you don't really care for the story or doing like playthrough, at least make videos that are just about car customizations. And then once online and PC comes out, you know, mods, dude, that's what, bro. Anyways, let's continue.
This GTA game is using physically based rendering rather than Phong shading. His conclusion is that this game may in fact humiliate a lot of racing games, which I agree, entirely possible on account they let you crash the damn cars. And number 58, Reddit user OK Understanding 7048 pointed out this one clip in trailer 2 where Jason is cruising in traffic. The thing in particular he thought was of note was that Jason is not speeding, he's matching traffic and, you know, driving like a normal person. He thinks it might be possible in this game to match traffic speed the way you match speed on your horse in the most recent Red Dead Redemption.
Not lying, man. I'm sleeping on Red Dead, bro. So many people have told me to get on that game, but
I think that would actually be really cool. GTA traffic has never been really built for normal driving, and that would be super interesting to see in this game. And number 57, somebody noticed that some changes have been made to Jason's face. I wouldn't say major ones, but a lot of people in the
I think that's a stretch.
Thread that pointed out these changes noted that he looks less Russian now, which I don't know if I agree with. I don't know how Russian he really looked before. He does look a little bit less round-headed, though, I will say that. And number 56, they may have actually confirmed fitness and bodybuilding in the game. I mean, we've seen weightlifting in trailers, but also we've seen Jason's body looking pretty different in terms of what shape he's in a trailer and a screenshot.
I mean, in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, unless you put in cheat codes and shit like that, like, your body composition did change. I remember that vividly.
That I would guess are not representing major changes in the character himself, but they're also just a little bit more than I might attribute to the light being different as well. And number 55, Reddit user Daniel with a 6 instead of an A pointed out the time between GTA 2 and GTA 5 is just barely more than the time between GTA 5 and GTA 6. A difference of less than 200 days. Granted, Red Dead Redemption 2 did come out, and that was probably where the full force of Rockstar's development was dedicated for a few years, but still. And number 54, someone put together this 3D tour of a bunch of new screenshots, I believe putting them on a map of Leonida as to where they think they will go. It might not seem that impressive, but these
cars, bro. These cars, bro.
This is how these projects where they map out the game before the game is out. This is how that happens. It actually is incredible what's going on here. And number 53, a Reddit user by the name of Pirlo Delate pointed out that the box art he believes reveals a couple of plot details. It also could be intentional subversion on the point of Rockstar, keep in mind, but he believes these two guys have the look of the partner that will betray us, and these two guys have the look of a mid-game boss that we work for a while. I am not inclined to disagree, given how conventional this Grand Theft Auto box art actually is. Like, you've really got some of the staples here: the helicopter, the motorcycle, the boat, the yellow supercar, the scantily clad lady. Very possible. Although, like I said, it could also be intentionally to mislead us. At number 52, there is a release date Easter egg on some of the Ultimate Edition bonus weapons. The serial number on a couple of weapons represents the release dates of Grand Theft Auto Vice City and Grand Theft Auto Vice City.
Like, bruh, how y'all, man, y'all Reddit users, man, y'all be on demon time. What the heck, bruh?
These stories. And number 51, user A Deadly Alien points out that Jason and Lucia seem to be inspired by Gina and Tony Montana.
That's actually crazy, bro. Shout out Scarface. I love that fucking soundtrack. If you've never seen Scarface, you're sleeping, but wow, I'm just realizing, man, that's... See, like, if they're doing stuff like this, bruh, it's like, bro, this game, bro, oh my god, bro.
Montana in at least this particular shot. I don't disagree. And number 50, somebody...
Let's see, yeah. Yeah, that looks just... They're like 1-to-1 match. Wow. Let's get back to it.
We found this particularly funny little sticker in some of these Ultimate Edition promo photos. It says, buy more useless shit, which I think is ironic to point at consumerism as they sell us a $100 game. I keep trying to tell people it ain't about buying, it's more about selling, less about consumption than it is production, but you know. And number 49, various people are speculating as to who this guy is. He apparently appears twice in the trailer, and there's not a lot of talk or information about him. Other than that, he looks like a young The Jesus from The Big Lebowski. Is he a bowler? Nobody knows.
Never seen that.
And number 48, Lucia appears to be wearing an ankle monitor. This is underneath her boots in this particular piece of media. The trailer, like the first one, had an ankle monitor on her, so that appears to be a pretty consistent thing going on. Is this something you're going to have to deal with in any mechanical fashion, or does it maybe serve a plot, specific purpose, and we'll see.
Shit, she's on ankle monitor, then she's most likely out on what, parole? But even then, like, if she's on ankle monitor, it's like she didn't serve her sentence, or is she out on probation? Who knows? She probably got a PO. Imagine you're mid-mission and you need to do a check-in. Oh, man.
And number 47, Trevor Boots on Reddit pointed out the cinematic parallels with Raul and Michael from Grand Theft Auto 5, and there's discussion about how it sort of reflects the De Niro in Heat archetype bank robber. And number 46, it was confirmed that the actor Jim Santangeli, the voice of Pearson in Red Dead Redemption 2, will be playing a small role in Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 6. And number 45 was pointed out that there are visible welding lines on various solid objects. These are games that are known for being intense in terms...
Bro, those... the cars, bro.
It's the solid objects. These are games that are known for being
like, bro, what in the hell?
Being intense in terms of detail. If anything, that is the direction that Rockstar has moved in for a very long time, and this is just more evidence of that. It's completely insane levels of detail. And number 44, a compilation of every GTA 6 map clip has been put together. What we mean by map clip here is landscapes, cityscapes, topography, vistas, skylines, etc. Stuff that you can glean more than just vibe from. And number 43, chapters were confirmed, like in Red Dead Redemption 2. Fans noticed that the Ultimate Edition site included, as a bonus for buying the Ultimate Edition, new items uncovered behind each chapter of Jason and Lucia's story. And number 42, the barn find is confirmed. Basically, a thing where you will be tracking down various classic and work-in-progress project cars to quote-unquote revitalize them to their former glory in this special commission from eccentric collector and local fixer Wyman.
You can literally have SEO content and a video playlist specifically on those types of missions. Content.
And number 41, user Armored Gorillas put together a compilation of every hairstyle we've seen with Lucia and Jason. Here's Lucia's. We see quite a bit of variety here. There's braids and froze and buns and this.
And Lucia a little, okay, we chill.
I guess this is a buzz cut with a dye job. I don't know exactly. And number 40, here's Jason's hairstyles. I'll say they allowed a little bit more creativity on Lucia's end. Maybe it's that she's starting with long hair, and that does give you ultimately more possibilities, but there's a couple of long hair, or at least longer hair options here, but nothing particularly out there, I'd say. And number 39, what we know about the tall tower. In several screenshots, there is an incredibly high tower. I'm honestly not sure it's really a structure, but there are people that are talking about it. I'm almost wondering if it is some kind of mistake, because it is, to be clear, somewhere between 2 and 3 times the height of the highest skyscraper in the city, and I just can't place a real-world equivalent to it. Maybe it's some kind of a radio tower or something. I really just don't know. And number 38, people are discussing the differences between gameplay and cutscene models. The gameplay models are honestly insane. There are people who are kind of talking about the possibility that the difference that's actually going on between the screenshots could be dynamic resolution. It could even be lighting differences as well. The cutscene I generally see being compared to gameplay has front lighting on the gameplay face, and it's during the day, where the supposed cutscene face is nighttime and it's backlit. So these are pretty different situations. I think we're going to have to actually wait for the game to completely understand the differences between gameplay and cutscene models, if there even are any, but there are interesting comparisons nonetheless. And number 37, somebody made a timeline for comparing the time between trailers. And I think it's pretty interesting. You can see that between Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead, and you can kind of see that Rockstar tends to really cluster their stuff much closer to release, as in within the last 200 days up to release. And number 36, somebody noticed that Rockstar has a fake Nike. Obviously, they parody brands all the time in these games, but this one seems to be a rather specific parody. It's kind of a Nike swoop situation. It's obviously not the same thing as the Nike swoop, otherwise they get their pantsuit off. Maybe not necessarily rightfully so, but that does seem to be who they've got in their sights for this one. And number 35, somebody noticed a detail in window parallax. I'm not 100% sure if they're doing the exact same thing that, let's say, they do in the Spider-Man games. That does some pretty, frankly, impressive, especially when you're moving, interior parallax inside buildings, but apparently they're doing something. And number 30...
The hell is that? I am going to worry about it.
For a small environmental detail, the possibility of putting stolen goods in vaults, safes, shoeboxes, under mattresses. I mean, it could be endless, but at least this vehicle mentions a secure place to deposit stolen goods. It means you're going to at least be able to hide them somehow, which is very cool. Vice Baby, the woman on the cover, has the Miami area code tattooed onto her wrist. That's 305 specifically, meaning that's probably the area code for Vice City as well. And number 32, the Mount Calaga National Park screenshots show this red rescue helicopter, and this is speculation, but some think that it may be an indication that, like with previous specific vehicle minigames, there might be some kind of lost hiker rescue or emergency service side activity here, and that would be really cool. And number
content, bro. Make a series of all those types of missions. You know what I'm saying? Like doing all the service side quest missions. Like, bro, there's endless possibilities. It's not just, story mode gameplay. It's like, anyways, man, let's continue. We're almost there.
For 31, Lucia's hair casts a shadow on Jason's face. Now, this isn't super fun or necessary, but it's crazy how detailed this game is. The hair is incredible looking in this shot. Second off,
bro, these graphics are crazy, bro. Crazy.
it's casting a shadow on Jason's face. I don't know if this is ray traced or if it's something that'll be available without ray tracing. Obviously, ray tracing is possible on current generation hardware, but it's not always something that is implemented for little things like this. So I'm not sure exactly what we're looking at, but wow. And number 30.
What the hell is ray tracing?
Some screenshots are showing this design district in Miami with a bunch of weird, goofy architecture area. I guess it's going to be a big shopping area. It resembles an area of Miami north of Wynwood, and it looks pretty cool. I've never been there.
Oh, it's like a real spot on
Personally, but it's neat to doing stuff like that. And number 29, there is a massive cruise ship park in Vice City. I'm not sure exactly what that entails. Do you get to go on the cruise ship? Will there be missions on the cruise ship? Will there be activities on the cruise ship? Will the cruise ship matter? I feel like it probably has to. It would be one of those things that I would expect you not to include if you didn't want players to interact with. So I'm excited to see what happens with it.
Knowing how big this game is, bruh, and knowing that, you know, Florida, Miami, like that's a cruise departure point and destination. It's gotta be. Yeah, there's gotta be a mission that involves a cruise. Or if not a mission, some side quest thing.
And number 28, we mentioned how incredibly detailed a lot of the car stuff is. This is something specific in terms of that. People notice that the windshield wipers actually work on cars. That is to say, there is dirt that accumulates on your windshield when you're in dirty areas, and the windshield wipers actually have an effect on it. That's starting to get into racing game territory. A little bit more detail in number 27. The car customization specifically looks like it's probably going to be insane. The reason is that unlike other games with extremely detailed automobiles, as we've demonstrated multiple times so far, they do not do these cars based on licensing agreements. They come up with their own names and brands, and they're essentially great value versions of the cars, except for they're as good as the real cars. And oh yeah, you'll be able to customize them however you want, make them as obnoxious as you want, and crash them how you want, most likely. And number 26, the Shih Tzu logo actually is like a modern, minimalist, like, shit emoji, more or less, which is just great. It's not like a life changer or anything, but I love it. And number 25, somebody pointed out some differences in some environments from the beta. The trailer 2 and the latest screenshot demonstrate some pretty different looks in a couple of areas. The fence has changed, some foliage has changed. I mean, it's not, again, stuff that's gonna absolutely upend the order of things, but it's definitely interesting. And number 24, there's a pretend NRA in the game called ARM. They're called the American Rifle Membership, and you can see their logo on animation boxes near the new Morgan revolvers included in the Ultimate Edition. The name, I mean, it makes it very clear that it's supposed to be the National Rifle Association. And number 23, Bobcat Security is going to make a return. Somebody found their logo in, honestly, a fairly insane spot. In a rigged money bomb, I guess is the best way to put it. I would never have looked. But if you're not familiar, Bobcat Security is a private security company. They're originally in the Grand Theft Auto 4, I think in the prologue, and they expanded into GTA Online with the Money Fronts update. And number 22, the 1995 Cheetah has kind of a parody of Pininfarina, which I don't know if I'm saying right at all, but it's a Piccolo, which the Pininfarina are the designers of the Ferrari Testarossa, which is the inspiration behind the 95 Cheetah. And number 21, there's a skyscraper for Sahara, which is the Amazon parody. There's apparently the headquarters of Sahara, which is originally going to appear in GTA Online as part of a mission strain titled Sahara Surveillance, but it was replaced by No Way Out missions. And number 20, this green car that we've showed a couple of times at this point is apparently based on the Kellison J4 Experimental. This is a completely custom car which was originally in the real world built in 1959, and a company that didn't previously exist in the GTA universe is apparently behind this vehicle. For all intents and purposes, they seem to be an analog for Kellison, and they even have like the same rims just to really like hit it home what this is intended to be. These cars were built with Chevrolet parts, but they are rare in a way that like a Corvette or something is absolutely not. And some Corvettes, to be clear, pretty rare.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, that reminds me of the Corvette, freaking Rush Hour. Chris Tucker.
And number 19, there's vintage Georgia plates. Obviously not titled Georgia, it's Gloriana. But 96, 97 era license plates, you could find them. It's pretty cool. And number 18, there's a Great Value / Walmart brand parody. The brand is called Star, but you can see it on this cling wrap box here. It's honestly pretty funny. And number 17, images.
Damn, who noticed? Like, bro, I've been noticing crazy shit.
This is the Grass Rivers location reveal an interesting detail where police are using different vehicles depending on the environment. In the swamp areas, they can be seen using high-riding trucks and airboats, likely allowing them to chase players through muddy terrain and waterways. And number 16, so the full name of Jason is Jason Duvall. And somebody noticed that July, August, September, October, November, December is J-A-S-O-N-D, Jason Duvall. We said it's details that people noticed. That's detail that people noticed. And
What? Yo. Oh, man. That is insane.
Up 15, in one of the Ultimate Edition screenshots, Lucia has a hat with an actual obvious reference to GTA Vice City and Tommy Vercetti. Obviously the font, Doi, and the alligator wearing the signature blue Hawaiian shirt. It's a darker blue, but also it's definitely that same shirt. And number 14, I did mention this a minute ago, but let's talk about it. There's a small explosive and or die pack in this money. As noted earlier, this is where the Bobcat security thing was shown. If they're putting die packs in money, if you're stealing money and opening it, there could be problems.
Dang.
And number 13, there is a boat at Jason's house, or at very least a boat landing, meaning you could, in theory, have a boat that you just have parked outside his house, which would be quite a bit of nifty and cool if you ask me. And number 12, somebody did a comparison between the Grand Theft Auto Vice City Stories Equalizer pistol and the new one. The new one's way cooler looking, let's just say. Not that the Vice City Stories one doesn't have its own charm, but wowie. And number 11, President Harden is seen on the $100 bill, which I think is pretty fun. The nice little Red Dead nod, good stuff. And number 10, Brett Gibson, who plays Sabretooth in the Wolverine game, also lists Ellis, a character in Grand Theft Auto 6, on his online resume. I don't know anything about Ellis. We'll see. And number 9, they are actually modeling the interiors of cars. They're different based on different cars, which is kind of crazy if you think about the comparison to previous games in which basically the interiors were more or less the same. Not for every car, but every category of car. Every muscle car, every economy car, you get what I'm saying. They all had the same interiors categorically. Now it's not going to be like that. And
Bro, if they let you go into these cars, bro, you can customize the entire interior too. Y'all doing y'all big boy, Rockstar.
Number 8, the Sunshine's
Kobe
Skyway Bridge is a really big landmark in Florida, and guess what? Seems like it's in the game. I don't know if you've been ever around the Florida highway system, but it is a pretty cool bridge, especially at night. And number 7, one of the screenshots actually shows one of the smartphone UI, which does look very much like an Android to me. I don't know exactly to what extent that matters. It may matter some, it may matter a lot, it may matter none, but you can see it here. And number 6, they color-coded the characters to kind of match their lives. Jason's color is blue, and he's got the whole sort of ocean boat life vibe. He's got that house with the boat port. Lucia's got pink, which is more of the sort of neon light, passion, colorful skies around the city, colorful neon lights, etc. It's pretty cool. And number 5, apparently there's procedural glass breaking and some environmental destruction of some kind. I don't know if this is just something that's in the trailer or what, but there's definitely more detail going on here than your average game. And number 4, it's kind of crazy the level of detail of animation. Like, people riding bikes apparently actually pull the clutch when you shift gears, which is going way further than you have to because nobody's really looking at that. And number 3, it seems like Lucia has a pet snake. This is like a mini game or just a detail, but it's cool. And number 2, there are people wearing Young Ancestor shirts in various screenshots and whatnot, which Young Ancestor was a guy from GTA 5. He's a rapper who's also a contact for the Diamond Casino heist. And finally, at number 1, we have beard comparisons. The beards in this game are apparently significantly more detailed than even beards on player characters in previous Rockstar games, which is kind of crazy. And what can I say? I'm excited. There's a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm looking forward to playing this game a lot.
Well, that was it, man. The full video will be down in the description, man, but I appreciate y'all stopping by. Like, again, this is the #1 stop for GTA assistance on making money off this game and just updates about the game, man. But hey, it's been your boys from Last Move, man. Shit. Shout out to that channel and shit. We out. Yeah.